Something Something Dora Reactions Part 2. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the ESC Harry channel. I hope you're all doing very well indeed. Today we will be reacting to the second 12 songs of Dora, Croatia's national final for Eurovision 2025. As I mentioned, this is the second part to me reacting to Dora songs. If you need to see part 1, which I re-uploaded either yesterday or the day before, click the I in one of these corners here. I will learn one day which corner it is. Today's not that day, or you can just find it on my channel. Either way works. Before we get into the reacting, make sure to like this video if you enjoy it, subscribe if you're new to ESC Harry, and comment down below what are your favourites from Dora. It can just be the final 12 songs we are reacting to here, or it can be the whole lineup, completely up to you. I do not mind. With that being said, let's get to reacting. So the first song we are reacting to in part 2 is Marko Bošnjak with the song Poison Cake. Apologies if I've mispronounced his name, and for any future mispronunciations I might have in this video. I do remember Marko. He took part in Dora a couple of years ago with the song molim. Decent little song, I have to say. It did get some traction in the fandom, so I'm interested to see what he brings on his return. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, let's go. It's cool now in the kitchen. That happens when you're bedtime. A lot of food imagery to open the song, and unlike his last song, which was in Croatian, this one is in English. Oh, this is a vengeance song. This pumping power. This is fascinating. Oh, okay. Do I like this? I don't know. I don't know if I like this. There's this like rap style which is sort of 50-50 to me. It's very unique though, I have to say. I don't know why I get a hint of Luke Black with this. Like Milo as well from MGP last year, if you remember him. He had the song You're Mine. So is this song about like getting revenge on someone and giving them... Okay, sorry. Don't interrupt me, please, Marko. Is this song about like giving someone like a poison in cake, I guess? To be fair, chocolate covered sugar, absolutely fine. Spice, not a fan. So you don't know me that well, Marko. Is this chorus a bit too heavy? That's what I'm asking myself currently. It is unique, and it does have that sort of shock factor when you first listen to it. That like audio impact. I don't know. I like this part. This is very experimental. Big note. Okay, there's something interesting about this part. I like the big note mixed in with the like a dubstep beat here. Right, interesting. First, regardless of my thoughts on the song, Marko ain't messing around. He isn't. He wants to go for that win. I can already tell that will be enjoyed by the fandom. There's a lot to like there. I don't know if it's my personal taste. Well, maybe not, because he's trying to poison me, seemingly. Yeah, I need a few more listens on that one, because I'm not sure. I like his vocals at points. I'm not keen on the rap part in the second verse, but I'm just a bit lost for words. I'm trying to comprehend. That's going to need a few more listens to fully settle in and figure out. There's parts I like, but also there's parts where I'm like, this doesn't quite sound pleasant in my ear, put it that way. Up next we have Marko Škugor with the song Šta da Boga, molim. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Ah, Balkan ballads field. Feels like there's been like some narration over this, like David Attenborough. We see now the beautiful land of Reykjavik. Now this bit sounds like the British Bake Off intro. Again, very British centric. Well, British Bake Off's quite an international sound. Sounds a bit like that. Beautiful voice, I have to say. Does this, any Croatians, like, seriously, let me know in the comments, does this building have, like, massive significance in Croatia? Because they keep panning to it, and it feels like it's an important building. My Croatian history is not as good as it could be. This is a nice, pleasant song, I have to say. In some ways, this kind of sound puts a smile on your face. It's uplifting, in a sense. It's like, there will be a day tomorrow. We must seize this day. I do enjoy how the nature of this music video is him, so far, just walking up to this building. That is all this music video is. I know there's lyrics as well in the camera shots. That is all he's done. He's walked up to this building. Now he starts singing. Yeah, okay, it's picking up in intensity. One of the stronger ones I think I've heard in Dora. I am thinking about the problem with this style is it suitable for a contest in 2025? I think the visuals are going to have to help answer that question. Because while I personally don't mind this style and find it a charm in it, I don't know if it suits the 2025 feeling. Bear in mind, televote only, semis. And while if a Balkan ballad's good enough, it can surpass that, I don't think it's quite there. Even though it's enjoyable. It is enjoyable, I like it. I don't think it's wow at the moment. His vocals are good, don't get me wrong. Pleasant enough, nice. There are better options, I think, for the win in Dora. Up next, we have Marko Tolja with the song Through the Dark. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Right, he's made it out of the dark. He's done it. That's the whole song. He's done it. Well done, Marko. You should be proud. It looks a bit like, I have forgotten his name, but the main act for Fazil from Azerbaijan last year. A little bit like that. Maybe it's just from a distance. me when I can't make a West Ham game in my season ticket. Actually, I say that we're not good at the moment. Lopetegui just got sacked. I've got hope under Graham Potter though. For anyone that is interested in my thoughts on West Ham, my football team. So similar to, I believe it was a song from Philomena. This is very like gospel, religious feel, like guiding someone through the light, sealing the light. I think it has its fans, this style, because of course religion is alive and well in a lot of households still in 2025. Of course, it's just you don't hear this music much in normal pop doing that well, because it just, the lyrical content can sound a bit generic. That's the problem. I'm not going to necessarily call this generic because I'm sure there's a good possibility Marko has a deep connection to these lyrics. Because again, with this style they can, but I think the problem is it's not going to stand out as something completely new and unique. It's definitely won't. This is not new and unique at all. Even though he is performing this like fairly well, and if he can perform and sell this song, this will help him a little bit. The actual like flow and melody, nice enough. Like it's perfectly solid. I will say the problem is his vocals, like while not bad, aren't stand out enough to sort of leave an impact on you. Yes, you are there. Am I? Since when did I agree to that? You can't leave me on that. Since when was that yours, Marko? Since when could you claim it? Don't answer that question, actually. But it's nice. It's not winning Dora. There's sort of something about the song which makes you want to root for him in a way. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I can't see that. I can't see that winning Dora. But I wish nothing but the best for Marko. It seems like a nice, pleasant song. So up next it is Martha May with Running to the Light. Now, I'm aware of Martha May, actually. She did take part in Dora back in 2023, I want to say. Fun fact, for those that don't know, studied at the same music school in London as Luke Black. Very good friends, actually, those two. So I wasn't a massive fan of her song back in 2023, so I'm hoping for something a little bit better this time around. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. I went ooh because gorgeous setting to put this music video. I will say instrumentally and just audibly, this sounds a bit more complete already than Distant, which sounds a bit demo-y and incomplete. Okay, Martha. Already I prefer this to Distance. The music video is a bit, I don't think it's the most budget-filled music video. But there's like a pace to this I enjoy. It's like a running beat in a sense. There's something to this. Not sure about her dress, I have to say. I'm not going to say I wouldn't wear it because I wouldn't wear a dress. But maybe go for a different outfit. This instrumental in the chorus needs to be bigger. I think this would require maybe a revamp were it to go to Eurovision. Just oomph it up a little bit. Minor changes, very minor. I like this though, Martha, fair play. Good for you. It's not the most unique thing, absolutely not, but it's a style of and structure of music that I quite enjoy. Come on, let's have a big last bit. Big last bit, big last bit. Big, 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 big. Yeah, big enough. We'll take it, we'll take it. It's nice, it is enjoyable. I don't think, again, needs a revamp in the instrumental in particular. But there's a lot of elements that are there in this. Run to that light. Hang on, you're running to the water. That's not the light, Martha. Well, you didn't stay by the water, you went away from the water and then came back in. There's a plane where she's thinking, I could swim. I've chosen the swim option. Should have picked the plane. Much better than Distance, absolutely. It needs were it to win Dora, because I like it and I don't want to discredit it from being a contender. It would need a bit more of an oomph, a revamp in that instrumental, because there's some missed potential in there. I feel like the studio quality, the mixing is just it's not quite there, but there's a lot of elements I enjoy. The vocals are nice. I'm intrigued to see how she performs it. I can't remember her performance from Dora 2023. If it was amazing, we'll have to see. I mean, at the end of the day, she's a young performer, so 2 years experience could go wonders. She could be a completely different person to what she was in 2023. But overall, on my personal taste, rather enjoy that one. So up next it is Matt Shaft with Welcome to the Circus. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. A violin playing clown. We've seen it all now, Jeff. Interesting beginning. There's part of this which is like, I get Baby Lasagna vibes from this, even though they're not exactly the same. I think it's more the visual content. It is partly because he does look a little bit like Baby Lasagna. I mean, he is also rapping as well. Despite this, this is nowhere near as strong as Rim Tim Tegadim. This chorus is weak. Whoa, then welcome to the circus. That is a weak as hell chorus. Memorable, but weak as hell. The violin is the most interesting part of this, by far. And that's interesting considering they're all in clown outfits. To be fair, despite this instrumental here is interesting because it does have that haunting like clown vibe, despite having the violin. So nice working there. I suppose the message here is like, are they perceived as clowns in real life, or like the characters they're playing? See, that's how this. The violin is interesting. I am a bit bored though at this point. I have to admit, the chorus has sort of taken me out of it. Also, I have to say, it's a very low-budget circus. Come to this scrap heap in the grass, where we don't even have a tent. We've got a backyard of a house that looks like it's been abandoned for at least 3 years, and creepy image at the end with the clowns. The violin's the interesting part there. The rest is the non-interesting part. That's not winning Dora. So up next it is Natalli with the song Dom si sklu mom, hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Is this going to be another ballad? I think it will be another ballad. I don't know, I think I'm losing my mind. Is this about the environment as well? I'm just thinking the plants don't look that healthy. I'm hoping with this ballad that there's, as I do with all ballads, there's something different that helps it stand out. Okay, nice vocals, absolutely. I'm not going to dispute that. So far pleasant, so far nice. Good vocal. We're building. This is sort of a staple of a Balkan ballad. This sort of like, oh, not this part specifically, but like after the first chorus you do more an instrumental bit. And now we're building. There's the intensity is building up inside. Come on, hit the notes, hit the notes, hit those notes. Oh, the sound just all came in together there nicely. This is a nice solid ballad that I'm enjoying quite well. Enjoying a lot. Very listenable ballads, I have to say. Just a pleasant, enjoyable, full of all the stuff that you would want in a Balkan ballad. Oh, I like that little bit at the end. Again, I think I said it all in that reaction video. A lot of the stuff that you want in a Balkan ballad. Good vocals, that familiar structure that you would have, the instrumental, this very nice instrumental, the complete sound. Yeah, very solid work there from Natalli. So up next we have Nipple People. Yep, that is their name. With the song ZNAK. Now I'm just looking at the first screen here, so I'm going to read this. This video may potentially contain seizure triggers for those with photosensitive epilepsy. Viewer discretion is advised. I don't know if that is applies with the video just being in the corner there. But in case it does, you've been warned now by me as well. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. I can see why I might cause that. Very, but like the old video game. A bit 80s as well. I'll be honest, it's less wacky than what I thought a song by NIPPLEPEOPLE would be. I'm happy about that. It's not remarkable though, I have to say. It's a bit like loading screen music at the moment. Not obviously the lyrical content, but just sort of the background sound is a bit like loading into, again, a 90s game on Nintendo 64. I might have got the years different there. You know what I mean, like an old retro feel. Bit of like sci-fi feel as well here. I could hear this in like an old Doctor Who episode from the first series of from the first set of Doctor Who episodes, maybe not the second set. I hate to say it because I've said it for a couple of songs. While the vocals are decent, and it's nothing particularly bad about this song. Maybe it's a distinct lack of visuals, but I'm bored. This song has not progressed or caught my attention nearly enough at the moment. This part now sounds like we're in A&E. Someone check on that poor patient's bed. I think there's something wrong. God. I don't even suffer from epilepsy. There's too much flashing on the screen. Not that kind of flashing. Don't get the wrong ideas. I know it's Eurovision, but shush. I'm interested to see what people think of this. I feel like it might actually have an audience, this style. I just don't think it's one that's done with enough unique elements and hooks. Yeah, I appreciate that as a decent song, but I think for me, that's a bit too background music for me. I can't see it doing much again, unless, for the love of God, don't have that many flashing lights on stage. That's just going to cause a headache, even if you have seizure issues. If you don't have seizure issues, I have to say. I don't think that's not contender to win Dora, in my opinion. So up next we have Ogenj. Apologies if I mispronounced that. With Jaj. I'm really sorry. I don't mean any offense. Mispronouncing this. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. There's a horse. I'm already intrigued. It's so, mixture of rock and ethnic. It sounds like it's the first time that's happened. Like, I know that's happened before, but it's interesting. Oh. His vocals remind me a little bit of Joe Corral, actually. There's an element of like the working man here, that Baby Lasagna feel. Chorus, a little bit messy, but I like the vibe they're going for here. It's like Croatian folk pop rock. This chorus has a very much like an anthemic feel, where sing along, the crowd's gonna enjoy it. Oh. To clarify, are like the band in this song, are they like the bad guys? Because they feel like the horse is. What's the horse doing to the children? Oh, I like this. This is very ritual feeling. Yeah, come on, get them shouts in. I like this. Folk rock, this stands out, absolutely. There's an element of Baby Lasagna, but by no means is this like a replication of Rim Tim Taggy Dim. This very much feels way more Croatian and rather mainstream. Not mainstream, I should say, to clarify. Very good. As I said, no, it's not a replication of Baby Lasagna, but there's elements of that sort of like working class. There's a folk element there, but it feels way more Croatian rather than the mainstream feel that Baby Lasagna song had. To clarify, neither's bad, but just like in terms of the feel. And I think it'd be an interesting like follow-up to go for something a bit more folklory and like traditional ethnic roots, but having that Baby Lasagna feel still mixed in. I would be intrigued if this won. Because it's also a sound that would definitely stand out at Eurovision. And yeah, done well with some interesting staging. This could be a contender, so fair play. So up next we have Petar Brkljačić. There are like 5 consonants at the start of that surname. That is very uncommon in the UK. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce all of that. Apologies. And the song is called Kraj. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. The theme of Dora this year is sort of this haunting, mysterious feel. A lot of the songs have this at the start. For a second it took me to realise he was in the music video. I thought it was just a light in a box. But he's there! So far I like his voice. I don't mind this. See, this is the difference. This mysterious anthemic feel works so much better in Croatian for me because I don't understand what he's saying. I think his vocals so far are doing most of the heavy lifting. I don't like the instrumental. It feels pretty weak at the moment. The pace needs to pick up a bit here now. As I say that, it goes stripped back. Wrong way! Other way with the pace! See, the chorus instrumentally sounds very similar to a lot of Dora songs that I've heard just across the years, like this. Like, you know the sound when you hear a Dora song like this, where it's like, yeah, I've heard this instrumental before. Mixture of like the violins, the strings, the choral, like gospel element coming in. It doesn't stand out, that's the problem. Even though I think this is solid, where's the unique selling point? I don't want to confuse it though. I do think, for my personal taste, I don't mind this. I quite enjoy it. Oh, I like this. I like this actually. Oh, okay. You might be changing my mind on this song, actually. Do I have to give this a second listen? I think I might have to give this a second listen, actually. I think overall, it's probably not unique or strong enough to win Dora or compete. But it's nice, it's enjoyable. It's very hard to go bad with a Balkan ballad. But in some ways, maybe it's harder to still also stand out because there's been so many good ones. So yeah, good, probably not competitive, would be my overall analysis. But I do need to give that a couple more listens because at the end, I like that final bit, I have to say. Up next, we have Supersonic Trio with the song Animal, hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Who the flip did the animations for those animals? That singer's weird. he really weird. Well, I mean, he's in devil makeup, so I suppose it makes sense he's weird. It's a bit like the parents have booked the wrong, but they booked the wrong party performance. This ain't good. There's elements here which, if done well, could be polished and put together. It feels a bit weak, audibly, at the moment. This chorus in particular, this should be much more powerful, and it just is quite flat. We get, okay, you're an animal. Cool. It's one of the most generic things you can say in a rock band, you're an animal. You're crazy, you're wild. And this guy isn't crazy, he's just doing like a circular action with his hips. That's not crazy. Is that hell? You are Adele. Adele? You're not Adele. You're definitely not Adele. You're a devil. I love how they sort of half-assed the devil makeup as well. They just put some red paint on and... well, in that case, let's not get to emergency. Meh. I like rock, but this... generic. Ooh, oh yeah, soulless as hell. Which makes sense, I think the video is set in hell. You're an animal, you're probably an unqualifier in Dora, and you're certainly not a winner of Dora. Up next it is Swingers with the song Full Call, which translates to Fall Call. Nice for them to translate this for us. I'm aware this is one of the replacement acts that was in this year for Dora. Hey, if it works for Baby Lasagna, maybe it'll work for you. To clarify, I can't remember what the other one is off the top of my head. Apologies. I've almost certainly heard it because this is the second last song. Let me know in the comments, or I'll check it after, which was the other replacement act, and whether it was noticeable it was the replacement act. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Are you ready to go to Motown? I mean, if you expected anything else from a band called Swingers, you're a bit stupid, I have to say. It's that retro vibe that almost certainly won't work at Eurovision. TikTok mentioned, already hate it because of that. I hate TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, and I often say that makes me a better person. In some ways, this is a sort of style I associate with Dora. Like, they usually have 1 or 2 of these entrants in their lineup a year. You know what, this might be the kind of song, and I'm trying to look positively on this, this might be the kind of song where you enjoy if you know it's not winning. Like, it's a pleasant enough vibe. Like, this sound, like, inherently is joyous. So if you just forget about the fact it's a contest, then maybe you'll enjoy this more. There's this nostalgic feel as well, which will appeal to an audience, and this doesn't have any competitors like this in the lineup. I can somewhat see, though, why this was a replacement act initially. This is not a Baby Lasagna incident, necessarily. Fit hit. For whatever reason, this song is like, there's a lot of like back-to-back words, which is the rhyme fit, hit, full, cool. It's an interesting choice. I mean, I don't know what else really to say about this. If you've heard a swing song, it's that. But in Croatian. I apologize. With songs like this, it's like when I don't know what the meaning of the song is because it's in Croatian. You know, if it's like a certain genre that is easy to like picture and hear in your head, there's not much else to really say on this. I'm sure if I knew what the song was about, I would have more to say on this. Full cool, enjoyable enough outside of the contest. Inside the contest, it is doing naffle. It's not. You know, because it is unique. Maybe it'll make the final. Let's be optimistic. Maybe it'll make the final for all those Swingers fans out there. Not that kind of swinging. For all those Swingers fans of this specific band, not the actual thing itself. Yeah, let's have the optimism. You might make the final because there's some unique staging you could have with this, which could be enjoyable. This is not winning Dora though. So the final song is from Teenah with the song Aurora. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. mystical start. Because it's Dora, there has to be the mystical start. It's a requirement. I think I know what the song pickers at HRT were going for. We're going with another Balkan ballad here. Nice lyrics. Actually, not nice lyrics, I don't know. The lyrics might be rubbish for all we know. Nice vocal. Lovely notes. Ooh. It's almost like an operatic feel. I like the lightness of this. It makes it a bit different from the other ballads I've heard. Lovely note. Ooh. Yeah, very operatic feel in this chorus here. I'm intrigued. And then we go into like a more dancey beat here. Now, this potentially could mean that the second part of the song doesn't connect with the first part of the song. But I'm intrigued how they factor in all the elements now. Come on, what's this chorus gonna do now? It's gonna go into English. Who is Aurora? Do you mean the Little Mermaid? The Aurora Borealis. I can't say I know who that is. Comments down below. Significance of that name, please? The instrumental is a bit weak, I have to say. Which is a shame because there's elements of this I like a lot, actually. And the lyrics aren't like too generic in English, where it's off-putting. And that's the end of the song. I feel like it could be more competitive. I don't know. Like, as soon as I heard that operatic bit, that was interesting. And I don't think they quite went far enough with it. It's 2 choruses, so you're limited. That's why I don't like 2 choruses. You can do a third and you can go bigger. But overall, it's one of the stronger ones I've heard in the second half of songs. I don't know whether it's a contender. I feel like the instrumental might hold it back. We'll have to see on the staging. If she can hit those notes live, though, that will definitely help her. I'm intrigued. I don't know whether it's the choice for Croatia, but not a bad song by any means. So that was my thoughts on the second half of the Dora songs from 2025. I had to say, I think overall, looking at the overall lineup, I maybe wanted it a little bit stronger. I heard some good things about this national selection. I don't think it's quite lived up to the hype. Maybe there's just a few too many duds. There's some good quality in there. There's definitely 2 that I would suggest stand out from the rest. But I maybe expected a little bit more, especially after a Baby Lasagna year. But then again, he was a replacement act, so it's hard to tell. Without Baby Lasagna, last year's Dora would not nearly be as strong or as highly regarded. So we will see. But like with part 1, I did rank all the songs, and here are my top 3 from the 12 I heard in this video. In third place, I've got Martha May. I enjoyed that song a lot more than Distance. In second place, I've got Natalli. And in first place, apologies if I'm mispronouncing this one, this is the standout by far of this second part. It is Ogenj. I really love the folk rock feel, the like Croatian ethnic vibe of that song. I think that could stand out and do quite well if it's to go to Eurovision. But is it my overall personal winner? Let's find out. So looking at the overall ranking of all 24 songs in Dora, in third place I have Natalli. In second place I have the aforementioned Ogenj. And in first place, but I would say still by a decent distance, it is Ivan, or how you pronounce his name with the X replacing the A. I would say that my top 2, both would be good options for Croatia. Should, I would say, give them a good chance of getting the final and getting a decent result there, being Ivan and Ogenj. The rest I have hesitations, but obviously we need to wait to see what the staging's like. That could absolutely improve any of these entries' chances. Well, maybe not any of them. Some of these entries' chances. But anyway, that is my opinion on the songs of Dora 2025. But remember, my opinion is not the correct one. It is just my opinion. Let me know down in the comments below, what are your favourites from Dora 2025? Who do you want to see represent Croatia in Basel? Who do you think will represent Croatia in Basel, in case they are different answers? Let me know down in the comments below. Once again, make sure to like this video if you enjoy it and subscribe if you are new to ESC Harry so you do not miss any more content about Eurovision 2025, including these national final reaction videos. All that's left for me to say is I hope you enjoy this video and I will see you guys next time for another video on this channel. Take care, guys!